Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys, and today we're going to be installing front adjustable stabilizer links for my all-wheel drive Q50. Now this also applies to the Q60 3.0T all-wheel drive and also the G37 V36 G35X V36 all-wheel drive. Yes, it is interchangeable with those cars. But anyways, guys, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so this video is primarily for some of my lowered guys. You're on drop springs, you're on coilovers, and maybe you're on air suspension, right? And if some of you guys notice, when you put your car really low to the ground, it changes up the front stabilizer link angles. This creates a lot of damage and wear to your pretty much your front OEM stabilizer links. Now the only way to correct this pretty much annoying noise that happens over time when stabilizer links go bad, and also to prevent them from the ball joint from popping out, you need to go with a longer front stabilizer links. Now this video is only really primarily for the all-wheel drive. I don't know if this will fit the rear-wheel drive models for the front, but for the all-wheel drive guys, we're definitely gonna need this. So let me show you what I found. Alright guys, so these are the adjustable front stabilizer links that I located. Now, right now, these stabilizer links that they're saying that they're for the GTR. But because we have a Nissan Infiniti, they pretty much reuse the same components. It's just that all stabilizer links have a specific length. Now I went and measured the length of the OEM front stabilizer links for the all-wheel drive, and also check the thickness of these bolts and the length of it. Now I already made a mistake and ordered the wrong set because I forgot that one bolt is longer than the next, so can't use those. But for this video, we're gonna use front stabilizer links for the GTR. Now I did purchase these off of eBay. I'm gonna put the links below because if I'm putting this video up, that means it worked. And yes, that's great. But yes, these are quite affordable compared to the full race stabilizer links that are on the market for about $150 and up. These were about a measly 30 to 40 bucks. Now for some of you guys who don't like buying affordable or cheap parts, let me explain it like this. The front stabilizer link, all it does is the connection between the front sway bar and the bottom control arm. That's all it does. When you lower your car, you change the angle, and this stabilizer link needs to be longer. So all I want to do is make the stabilizer link longer, and I have two ball joints here. I don't need a full race ball joints. That doesn't make sense. This is a daily driver. I don't need to have metal to metal contact, metal to whatever kind of mushiness they have in here. Whatever kind of give they have in there, that's all I really need. But otherwise than that, guys, let's speed up to the car. Alright guys, so there's going to be two bolts you need to remove. You're going to take off your front wheel assembly, right? And there's going to be a bolt right under the control arm. You see that one right there? That's going to be a 17mm bolt, okay? You might need an extension with a swivel. You can use 3/8 drive or half drive. But there's also going to be another bolt, right? It's going to be right here. You're gonna have to remove this one. It's gonna be a bolt right here. That's also a 17-inch. But the thing about it is, guys, once you start getting it off, you're gonna have to hold back right here. This is gonna be a 19mm right here. It's also a 19mm open-ended wrench, so you can hold back. Because once you start spinning, the whole ball joint will spin in place. So a 19mm here, 19mm here, and a 17mm for the bolts on the outside. Let me just do that real quick. And let's move to the next part. Alright guys, so we got it off real quick. Now I wanted you guys to pay attention to how it sits in the sway bar. So this part goes into the sway bar, and this part goes into the lower control arm with this washer, right? Remember, you want to keep the same orientation, okay? And now notice that these two sides, this side is a little longer than this side, so this is the part that goes into the lower control arm. Now the GTR bolt is a lot longer, a bit longer. I would say another maybe 15 or 20 millimeters longer, but that's perfectly fine because you're gonna reuse these bolts that come on the kit so that you can bring this down, because this has like a gasket or sealer at the end of it. I guess that's for, I never really knew what that's really for, but I'm just gonna reuse this because it can be able to go all the way down. This is once again a 17mm, so you can use an open-ended wrench or closed-ended wrench to pretty much tighten this down. We're not going to reuse this. Now once again, you're going to spin this around to the orientation that you need it, like that, and it's about another inch longer. Literally, you can probably keep it the same how it is already, the same. You don't have to really spin it out to make it any longer, because all I need is about another inch for it to be longer, at least in my case. And plus my stabilizer links are starting to make a little bit of noise and everything like that. They go on a little bad, but otherwise than that, let's go. All right, for some of you guys might want to know what I'm using. I'm using a regular 1/2 inch drive with about a I think it's a 10 or 11 inch extension with an adapter to a 3/8 and a 17 millimeter. Pretty much set it up like that over there, and then pretty much use a breaker bar on my ratchet so I could be able to pull it up and get it off easy rather than use my regular electric gun. For the other side, you can use the open-ended wrench with a breaker bar, but you don't have to really kill yourself that much. But it's relatively easy to do. But once again, I want to say this too in video. You should raise up both front wheels because it brings off tension off both sides. If you do one wheel at a time, you won't be able to put them on properly. If you raise the car up all the way at one time, you take off all the load of the sway bar, and you can measure the sway bar links you put in and put them at the proper height. Alright guys, so that is it. Stabilizer link is installed. So make sure when you install it, it's nice and straight on both ends. Let's go take a look at the other side. So again, nice and straight on both sides. And make sure that nut in the middle is nice and tight too. It's bolted down on both sides, and that is it, guys. It is installed. So let me give you my final thoughts. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that short video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this product. Remember, I just want to say disclosure. I'm not promoting none of these products. I'm just trying to find an affordable way to get adjustable front stabilizer links and save a buck, like a legit $100. And just, you know, I'm not going to any racetrack or anything time soon. Well, maybe, but we'll see what we can get it to later on. So guys, you can contact me at Boost Motion IG and Facebook, and also boostmotion@gmail.com. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you guys. You have a beautiful day.